Gone are the days of old, and here is the new. This is the Kreg Rebel pocket hole joining tool. It is the newest innovation in woodworking tools, and we're going to be taking a look at it. So let's do that. Included in the box is a featherboard for thin stock, which we're not going to use.
So that was a lie.
A driver, reading materials that I don't know how to use because I can't read, a charger for the battery, a included 4 amp battery, 20 volt, and of course the tool and the drill bit itself. Also dust collection attachment for this spot. Before we go any further in this video, I'm going to say Kreg, the people who made this, did not send it to me. This video is not sponsored. This is paid for with my own money. It's my own opinion. And we're going to start with a tour around the tool, kind of get to know the ins and outs of it. Move on closer. Come on. Fine. I'll come to you. So yeah, the battery just clicks in the back very easily. It's right in here. It's a bigger battery than I thought it was going to come with, to be perfectly honest. There is right here. So right here is one of the 2 depth selectors. You just squeeze those in. You go from 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch to 1 inch to 1.5 inch. And then there is a second depth selector. Toggle by pressing these down. The furthest is 1.5 inch, then 1 inch and 3/4, and then 1/2 inch, sorry. And you just press both of them down at the same time and switch it to whichever your desired depth is. This essentially makes it the same for setup as the regular pocket hole jig, because you have to adjust your screw and you have to adjust your machine itself. There's also on the top here a micro adjuster. I feel like you're probably not going to need that. As the tool comes, it has a bottom plate here that I believe you will have to drill through on your first use. It is seemingly removable, but I think the idea is that you just drill through it. Now the dust collector, that's just a little section right here. I believe it does pop out. Dust collection section right in here, and there's an attachment right here, which weirdly slots in like so. And then the plastic cover goes on top. It's a little bit interesting. Right here, there's a black knob that goes in and out. If you pull this in, this will now move, and then you can bring this down. And then from there, you'll move to the back, and you'll pull this to the side, and this now releases. You have these 2 springs, and you have your motor unit, and the drill itself, or the drill bit itself, just comes out like a impact driver. And if you are switching that, now let's grab another one over here because I have them laying around everywhere. Ideally, you would not have a collar on it, but just for showing, they are the same. That is how that goes. And then reinserting it is just as easy as kind of getting those springs lined up, get your hole lined up, and heard that click? We're done. And there we go. It is pretty loud. It's got a lot of power behind it, which is pretty cool. We're going to look at this mucky old 2x6 here. So I pick it up and I go down here and I line it up where I want my pocket hole. It's exactly where I want it, but it kind of falls down. Now, I believe it would be perfectly possible to do it like this, but they have little buttons on the back, and now This thing's as stable as it's going to get. So, the first run of this machine. All right, we've looked it over. Now it's time to see if this thing's got some magic in it. If you like seeing new tools put to the test, hit subscribe, drop a like, leave a comment. It really helps me out. Now let's make some sawdust. I can say that right there is a very clean hole.
What do you mean by that?
Let's compare. Is quite different. This one's actually filled with stuff still. This one's completely clean. Yeah, so it just drilled a nice little hole right through it, and now it's good to go. All right, we're going for our initial test of the tool. We're trying it out a whole bunch of times. I drill probably 20-30 holes. I try from the other side to see how it feels. It feels much better when it's facing towards you and you're pushing away with the handle. It's very uncomfortable in the hand. It actually kind of hurts if you're pulling towards yourself because the front's a bit sharp. And it works. The pocket holes are really clean, way cleaner than I get with my drill. And they work just as well as other pocket holes. It's just a different way to do it. It works with miters as well, just fine. The only thing I'd say, you have to get used to it because it's a different thing that you're not used to doing. So in this initial day of testing it, I actually wasn't really enjoying using the tool very much. But we're going to actually start, and I use it the next day to build a project with it, just using it full bore, and it went really well, and I kind of changed my mind on a lot of things. The hole quality looks the same on both. Very nice. Okay, there are a few things that I would change. One, the adjustment for this. There should be a solid piece that goes across, kind of like this driver here, so I can just squish. Way easier. It should be easy to adjust that type of stuff. And I might even glue a stick to this. Yeah, feet are cool. I find the traction near the end is a little bit stiff, a little bit stiffer than I'd like it to be. Dust collection seems okay. I'll test the hose to see if that's any good, but I'll do that tomorrow. I'm calling this my real world test. I'm actually building a project. I'm using the tool. This is the day after. I'm trying out dust collection, trying out everything, and it changed my opinion. All right, so final thoughts on the Kreg Rebel. I actually think it's a really good tool. It did very well, and what I mean by it did very well, because you're watching the Kreg video, you saw me do some tests. What you didn't see is that this is a new day, and I just built this stool here using only pocket hole joinery. Well, almost only pocket hole joinery. I've been using this. This is my first pocket hole tool, and I've been using it for the last 3 years, give or take. And it has done very well for me. And projects inside here, pocket holes. There's pocket holes on that. There's pocket holes on this. No pocket holes on the cabinet, surprisingly. There's another table over here with a bunch of pocket holes. My table at home, pocket holes. Both benches, pocket holes. Bunk bed, pocket holes. That entire flip top thing, pocket holes. And the router plane, pocket holes. I use them for everything. And I think this is quicker. It took me a little bit to get used to the, that motion, because it gets really tight near the end. But honestly, you just gotta push and it goes fine. So if you are interested in watching me build this bench, because if you're interested in watching me build this stool, as that's not in this video, there is going to be a standalone video where I'm trying this out and I'm building this. On a time crunch. The camera angles are mediocre, but the video is not done. There's still more that I'm going to do to this bench, a little bit more, so it's not entirely a waste of time to go watch the video. And it seems like it's not sturdy, but I'm pretty sure that's just because of the floor. Let's find it. Let's put it on a hard surface. Guys. I did that. And coming up lastly, so the video is basically over, but we're going to be doing a full unboxing of this coming up next. That's in. So if you're interested in that, that's awesome. If you want to see this video, just wait a couple days, subscribe, and you'll be able to see me build this bench or stool very quickly. In other words, I've got nothing left besides to show you the funniest camera setup ever. My batteries kept on dying, so I did this. That's a 512 watt-hour battery hanging by a pin. I'm an idiot. Thank you for watching.